Hi, you're listening to Boggy Talk, Faith Conversations in the Mud, a resource of Church on Bayshore.
Well, welcome to Boggy Talk. Thanks for tuning in. It's December, guys. It's Christmas time.
It's Christmas. All the Christmas
time
That's
is here.
Do they know it's Christmas time at all in Africa? That's like the worst Christmas song ever,
Yeah,
actually.
that's pretty bad.
But yeah, it is
A little
Christmas.
foreshadowing to what we'll be doing in the future.
We
Yeah.
are very not Christmassy dressed unless it's like the new Gen Z Christmas where everything is just black and white. I mean,
Is that the new Gen Z
I mean,
Christmas?
kind of
I
like
have,
the.
like plum-colored shoes on.
Okay,
That's
there you
fine.
go. I
Yeah.
mean, your shirt kind of makes it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm.
Plum.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think
It's plum.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's what I'm thinking. Like
She's got
your
plum
shirt actually
shoes.
is kind of like the.
Plum. You have green pants.
I do have green
That's
pants
so
on.
Christmas.
Okay, well,
That's
they
so
only see
Christmassy.
from
That's true.
from the chest up. So
yeah.
it
Yeah.
is. It's December. It's hard.
And
to
we're all
believe.
back together, guys.
Yes,
It's
it's
been a
been
bit.
a while.
Yeah, we've had so many special guests and special episodes, and then a little break around Thanksgiving.
But
so-
you
Yeah, it's been
two
great.
are my favorite special guest.
Aw, is that why you had fancy coffee waiting for us in the green room of Boggy Talk Studios? And
Does not exist. but-
no,
It does not.
we're literally like if we don't have a basement, but if we did have a basement, this would be the basement.
Yeah,
I
of the
wish
pretty
we had a
much.
basement. I wish we had a basement.
Yeah, it would be cool.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
the
man.
countdown is on.
It is. It's here.
It's kind of crazy.
23 days till Christmas.
Wow.
22 days till Christmas Eve.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's wild.
Didn't make my heart stress at all when you said that, but that's good.
I said this a few weeks ago at the end of choir rehearsal because we were getting ready for Christmas services, and I was like, it's weird. It really is to be at this stage of life too, where you're just like, I feel like Christmas comes faster and faster every year.
It comes this time each year.
It's right, and it's just because we're getting old, right? Like
Yeah,
remember as a
yeah.
kid how you're like Christmas seemed forever away,
Yeah,
like,
Yes.
and now I'm just like, I really feel like
Well,
it
because you
was
have to
just-
plan for
Yeah, that's
worship
just true.
services. You're like,
I really
it's
feel
coming.
like it was just
Forever.
Christmas. I know. Yeah, I mean, PT and I met, a few weeks ago and planned out, all the services and met with you and kind of like talked through all the services. And it feels good that that's set way ahead of time, but also it's like you still feel that like, oh, should we switch this? Should we change this in the moment?
Yeah.
And it's great, but we have that
work.
December 21st thing this year too. So it's like a little extra piece,
exactly.
Maybe you don't know about that. Tell them about December 21st,
Yeah,
Justin.
so December 21st, we have 2 worship gatherings, which we made
That's
sure of
Just 2.
on that Sunday. And we are going, and there'll be kids ministry is just for babies through kindergarten, and it's we're calling it our communion and carol service. So we won't be doing communion or the Lord's Supper, if that's what you prefer to call it, on Christmas Eve like we normally do. We're going to do it on the 21st. We're going to be singing a bunch of Christmas songs. Kids are going to sing some of those songs in worship. And so we're just kind of bringing it in a little bit. It'll be simple music just to, kind of.
It'll be sweet.
It's going to be awesome. I mean, I think it's going to be really sweet, a rich time of worship for our church. And the reason, just so you guys know, we're not doing communion on Christmas Eve is we just recognize like what the Bible says like about how to do this, and we shouldn't do this in an unworthy manner. And at Christmas Eve, we have so many, not just non-church members, so many guests, but we recognize we have a lot of non-believers, and we just want to not do that. I mean,
Yeah,
it
yeah,
is.
put them in that
You could say, well, it's actually a great thing to do with them present, but also, yeah, it could be. Or
It's
it is,
so many, though.
But it's
It's
so
so
many,
many.
and so we just felt like, hey, this is more of a church thing.
Yeah.
Like, we will still have guests
Yeah.
on the 21st. We will still have new people. There will still be
Right.
non-believers here on the 21st, but
Yeah,
just
it's a
the
Sunday
different-
morning worship
exactly.
gathering.
So.
Yeah.
I remember when I brought it up to the deacons, I was like, oh no, what are they going to think? But I really felt passionate. They were all like, yeah.
Yeah.
And I remember Dwayne Gallagher, who's one of our deacons, was like, yeah, on Christmas Eve, this family came up to me and like, what are these things?
Yeah.
He's like, I wanted to say, you probably shouldn't grab them.
Yeah, yeah,
like,
It's just
true.
what it is,
You have
so
to think about it.
yes,
yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
Well, round robin, real quick. Favorite things about Christmas? What's
I
your
love
favorite?
candlelight services with real candles.
With, oh,
Justin,
Well,
you want to
should we
spoil
tell
the
them?
news to...
Yeah, so on Christmas Eve we will have candles, but a decision was made, and
By someone.
The candles will be electric candles this year, and it's really because of capacity and how close we all have to sit. And the dangers for fire. We have in the years past had someone's hair catch on fire in the middle of service, and that was when we weren't quite as crowded. And so we just recognize, hey, we don't really want to do that, and also like it's a lot of cleanup with the wax on the carpet and chairs and stuff.
In between,
So-
and quick turnaround.
yeah, quick,
services,
but
too.
yeah, quick turnaround services and the wax in the carpet, and really like that's a lot to clean up around Christmas, like in New Year's. So,
There'll be some happy moms.
Yeah, there
little
will be
kids.
happy. Like,
They'll feel a
it'll be
better.
less stressful for parents
Trying
in
to
those
find a
services.
positive.
Yeah,
Thank you.
it will be less stressful.
So-
we are trying to figure out how to make it still have all the feels with candlelight.
When I say to people in our church, not everybody gets their preference here.
Yeah.
This is an example. The lead pastor of this church is not getting his preference.
Yeah, I mean,
here.
me too. Yeah, you're like,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I prefer, but I get it, and so we just
Yeah.
there's a collective decision made, and that's what it is. So
I mean, I've never thought about leading a church split, but I might
over
Over
this
what
issue.
cause it's
Wow.
candles. It's candles.
I'm sure it happens somewhere.
I'm sure
sometime,
it
so.
has.
Oh yeah.
What about you, Justin? Favorite?
Go to
I-
hell with your electric candles. The real flame you should be
Speaking
worried
of,
about.
yes, I was about to say we can make lots of inappropriate jokes there. I just love all the Christmas feels of going to Christmas lights shows, and we have
Shows?
some fun, in Niceville there's shows.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You're right. You're a great point. Yeah.
there's a
Troon,
guy from our
Geek
church
Lights,
does
yeah.
the Troon. The
Yeah, he
Troon
does.
is here in our 9:30 service, and
And Donald Carnegie has
Donald Carnegie
does
plays
a little
bass in our
show.
8 o'clock service, does a cool one,
Oh,
and then there's
interesting.
Geek
Okay.
Lights in Blue Water, and there's several more. It's just fun. I think.
Yeah, you're right.
I just love those. I would say to Christy's credit, she's done a really good job of creating just like fun little traditions in our family that aren't really a big deal, but they are just fun things we do, and those are so fun. Making hot chocolate, going to see the Christmas lights, or our peppermint hunt. There's stuff like that. She's done a good
The
job.
whole vibe is great.
Yeah, it's just so
Christmas is-
fun.
It's a vibe, right?
I
Yeah,
love.
for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
I
Are your
love the
teenagers
music.
still into it?
Yeah, they
Oh,
are.
yeah.
They
I
are.
think, I think maybe even more in a different, in a teenagery way, but they're like little
Teenagery.
kids.
I like
Yeah.
that. What about you, Kelly? What's your favorite part
And the
of
food.
Christmas?
I do love
Oh
all
my
the
gosh,
food.
Yeah, the food is great.
I think I probably shared it before, but one side of my family does the whole Christmas Olympics.
Oh, yeah.
is a really cool thing.
It's a really big deal every year, and so I feel like every year we have to make it.
I got to figure out how to do that
better,
when
but-
my kids are older, like when
Yes.
we're all
Yeah,
coming
it's a
home.
good thing.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't think it'll work with my family, right? But when our kids
my
are
family
older,
would destroy all. There's like 9
I
of
know,
us. and
that's right. There's
my
8.
sister's single.
That's right. My
We
brother's
do
in there one
drafts
child.
though.
Yeah.
Sometimes we do live
okay,
drafts, and
okay.
then you
So it's
make-
not like
you can do
the
all
Browns
kinds of things.
versus the okay.
Every year we do something different
yeah.
because Chris and I win a lot,
Uh,
and so they were
well,
like,
well, he's
"We
no
have to
7,
split
so
this
you
up."
know.
No
There
prize,
you
no
go.
surprise there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Christmas is meaningful for a lot of different
is,
reasons.
yeah.
Why is it such a big deal for Christians?
Well, Jesus.
Jeez.
No, I mean,
The real reason for the season.
Yeah.
It really is, well, okay, so let's understand Christmas because there's like whole argument about like, is it a pagan
Should we
holiday
even-
and
yeah,
should we
should we even
celebrate it?
celebrate it? Yeah.
And the truth is it a pagan holiday or is it not? The answer is yes.
Yeah.
There are that time of the year
Mm-hmm.
in several countries, but let's go specifically Rome because it's kind of where this originated. The Catholic Church, obviously created the church calendar, those kind of things. There were pagan holidays that were being celebrated that time of the year. In Germany, you had that was like a big actually when they would kill their calves and they would celebrate, and in Rome there was like a worship of Saturn, and so there's all kinds of pagan holidays. The Yule, those are pagan things. And obviously Christians kind of embraced the whole year and all the Roman celebrations and made them Christian. And some people were sincere in that, and some people were just kind of going with culture. So that's kind of where we were up until the Reformation. And with the Reformation came amongst some Christians like the abolishment of all that. And so they, Puritans, they were not going to worship any of that. And so that came over to America, and you kind of have really in America until immigration of other groups became heavily not the celebration of that, but then slowly there became more and more a rise of incorporating Christmas as Catholicism had a bigger influence and just non-Puritans began to live in America. And so Christmas as we view it, the way we see it, is kind of like a mix of a cultural American celebration and Christians who are like, well, this is the season of Advent, according to the church calendar. So like the 1800s and really what was the guy's name? George Irving, right? No, George Washington. Yeah, George Irving. What's the guy's name? I'll look it up in just a second. Anyway, he kind of had a huge influence on it, and A Christmas Carol had a huge influence.
Okay.
on,
Yes. George Irving. Yes. Now I know where you're going. Yes.
had a huge influence on like what we view as America,
Yeah.
and then this reinvention of Santa Claus, who was a saint that was celebrated.
And
at that time
Coca-Cola
of
had a
year.
lot to do with
Yeah,
that.
Coca-Cola.
Honestly, that's like
So you do see like these just distinct American cultural things about our Christmas vibe, you know.
yeah.
But I think for a Christian, you know, I mean, that's fine if you really don't feel like it's something you should celebrate because of all those things. Like there is no Christian obligation to celebrate
Right.
Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You mean Jesus wasn't born?
No, he was not born that time of year. He was probably born in the spring. But I will say, like, you know, Paul speaks about celebrations and festivals, and he really says it's a matter of Christian liberty. And so for us, I think we should be considerate of people that, for whatever reason, arrive at a conviction to not celebrate Christmas and then feel complete liberty to celebrate it. And then I think we need to be watchful of allowing it to become consumeristic and cultural more than it is Christian. I do think as the church, and we've talked about this with Easter as well, man, because our culture is dialed into this holiday, it is an opportunity to give great clarity
Yeah.
Sure.
to them.
Right. 100%.
I know that did not do justice because people have written dissertations and
Yeah,
books
that was great.
That's right.
on that,
Great
but just kind of a
summary.
quick overview.
Yeah,
So
that's good.
I gotta look up that guy's name real quick because I messed that up.
Well, you mentioned a little bit about just Advent. You want to talk about that, Justin?
Yeah, I mean, so
Washington Irving.
Washington
Oh,
Irving.
sorry,
Okay,
I
yes.
said
I mean,
George
I was
Washington.
tracking.
I was like, what?
Christmas is because of George Washington.
Yes.
I'm sure that's in some
I
kind
mean-
of revisionist history of America.
And the reason Christmas can really be celebrated today is because of Donald Trump.
Christopher Columbus.
It's 'cause of
Christopher
Donald
Columbus. Back when Christopher Columbus discovered Christmas.
That's right. Yes. Okay.
Oh goodness. Yeah. So
And the
Advent-
stockings are actually the socks of the Indians that he killed.
Oh no.
That he made
Native
slaves.
Americans.
Well, he called them Indians.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
got
This
it.
is true. Because that's where, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So Advent. Yeah, I mean, I won't get into the history of Advent. I mean, it dates back to I don't even know. I mean, early church time.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
it did.
like,
Yeah.
but I think let's talk about it as now, and it is a tradition. It is, some people would approach it more as a liturgy, but I do think it's
Yeah.
a helpful way. Ultimately, the advent of Christ, the preparation of celebration of
Right.
the coming of Jesus, Emmanuel, God with us. And what I think is the beautiful thing about Advent is that it, in its purpose and design, is to point us towards his second advent, his second coming. And so,
That's
and, you know,
right.
typically
Yeah, and people don't think about
and people
that like
just
they
think about
should.
it. Yeah, and I
Yeah.
think that's something we really are trying to focus on this Christmas season, even in some of the songs we're singing. I think PT's done a really good job, in helping, like, as we're talking, even as we're singing "O Come, O Come, Emmanuel." And we're actually going to be singing that, paired with a song we've sung, "He Who Is to Come." And so it's talking about, like, this is like Jesus Christ has come, and he is coming again.
Yeah.
And so, you typically have the structure of the 4 Sundays of Advent. The first Sunday, the fourth Sunday before Christmas, is the Sunday of hope, and then you move into joy, peace, love, and then on Christmas Day there's typically candles written, and on Christmas Day you light the Christ candle, the center candle. When I grew up in a Southern Baptist church that did that in our
Really?
service. Yeah,
wow.
I mean, I didn't appreciate it for what it was then, other than I was very familiar with it.
Are we gonna have an electric version of that now?
Sure, we have electric candles.
course.
It's queued up with our light board.
Everybody just get your phone and do the candle.
We did that
like
COVID
that.
year. Remember?
We did do that. We didn't do
Really?
candles.
In 2020
because
we did.
we thought it wasn't wise to have everybody blowing out their
Oh,
candles.
okay. So you
Yeah.
went with
So
the phone. Okay.
it's the 5th year commemoration of COVID Christmas. That's what we're doing.
There you go. Yeah, there we go.
And so really all of those structures, or whether you want to call it liturgies or traditions, as all traditions should, point us to the truth. And so that's really the goal. And so, I mean, it is kind of a framework we're using loosely in our preparation of each Sunday leading up to Christmas Day, in terms of, like, the focus of the songs, and then. I mean, we have our Advent boxes for families, and there's a devotion in there for families to use, and so that's a practical thing that we're doing as a church to just help prepare
help
our
keep
hearts room.
the
Yeah.
focus there. Yeah. Well, there is a tension between
Yeah.
the good parts of
Yeah.
just the season and then the not so great parts. So let's talk about that and just how you live in that tension.
Yeah, I think it's like it's a great microcosm of just life. Like you have this thing that is supposed to be Christ-centered, and you're gathering your family and your friends and your church family and really focusing and abiding on the truths of Christ and trying not to be distracted by the pulls of this world. And yet the pull is so strong.
Yeah.
And so then like you see why people are just like, well, it's just easy to separate, right?
Yeah.
So the Puritans,
All or nothing.
yeah, I'm actually not I mean, it's easy to be a revisionist, right? But like, I'm not a huge fan of the whole Puritan, let's move to America, and get away from all this. Like, I don't fully embrace that model. Now, good God in his providence used that. Yeah, he did. But like, so that's kind of a separatist. We're going to create our culture apart from those pulls of this world. And so I think we have to, we have to be so deliberate.
Yeah.
We have
for
to be
sure.
so deliberate at Christmas time, but always to say these are the focuses, and we're not going to let things become the focus.
Yeah, I mean, I just
Other
think
things become
when we
focus.
aren't deliberate, we just kind of end up being in chaos. And, like this season, particularly life in general, will pull you in a lot of different directions. And I think the one of the negative parts of our culture right now in Christmas time is it's a busier time, and we feel the expectation of all the things that we should do, and we need to give our kids every single magical moment of Christmas and do all the things. And so we end up missing the whole point of the Advent, of making room in our hearts for Him. And so I would just say that is the tension right there, that we feel the pull to do all these things to make it magical, but really, like, when I say magical, to make it meaningful. Really, the most meaningful thing we can do probably is just simplify it. And just be like, not that there's not appropriate times for extravagance and, or just celebration. When I say extravagance, people are like, yes, he said, you know what I mean?
I was just picturing
I'm not
you in
extravagant. I meant like
Santa Claus outfit.
Let me retract that
coming
word.
down with
No.
iPads.
No, that is not happening in the White House.
I know.
But
my
but I
goodness
do think it. I don't want to get into telling people what they should do, because there's different people are like, we only do 3 gifts at Christmas, because the wise men do 3, and that's
There were probably
great.
more.
That's great. I'm glad you do that, and probably people who like that simplicity of it probably do a lot more for their kids, during the year, and so we get into the weeds there. But I think like you just have to say, like, what are we doing? Ask that question. What am I doing, and why do I feel this need to be all the things, all the time, all the places, and just enjoy
I think anytime anything. Sorry, I just hit the table and then bang that. That's like anyway.
Playing some drums.
Anytime anything we're doing for Christ becomes burdensome.
Yeah.
Jesus said His yoke is easy, His burden is light.
Yeah.
So we have allowed something else, maybe that's in our head or that we've seen on Instagram or that our family has pressed on us, to become burdensome.
Right.
And I do think that's when we have to like check ourselves. You know, like we have to say, "Whoa, why?" So some things we do. We do Sunday morning. I mean, Christmas morning. It's not a Sunday. Sorry, I don't like when it is. Christmas morning we. Read the Christmas story, like Luke 2, take our time. We pray. We thank God. We do try to keep, we do a couple good gifts for our kids, but we do try to keep it simple. We don't have some 3 rule or whatever, Christmas Eve with your church, I do think is very valuable. I didn't grow up in that. So that was not something I appreciated.
Yeah, I didn't either.
Until I was a pastor, and I'm like, I just think it's great. And most churches make it so easy too, it's an hour-long service and, and so it's not burdensome to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think other things too throughout the year.
Yeah, exactly. It's making those intentional choices. I think similar patterns, just slowing down. We have things that we got to do, and the kids know, hey, we're not diving into presents until we're going to eat breakfast together. Part of it's I love all those things,
hungry.
and I'm hungry, but also I'm also I don't want to rush through it because so much of life is rushed. I just like,
and they'll,
and especially especially after
2
Christmas
minutes,
Eve services, which it's I love them.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work.
We're tired.
Home, and so on Christmas Day, I'm just I just want to move. If it were totally up to me, I'd be like, we're going to open one present every hour because I just wanted to last all day. you
Yeah, I know.
Now it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
But
Right.
it's just good to take our time. And I
Yeah.
think, as our kids have gotten older, they
Yeah.
may not that's not their preference, but they're fine with it,
Yeah.
because they just recognize it's not going to work another way.
It's kind of lame that there's like NFL on Christmas now.
Yeah,
too.
I know.
Remember when
Just-
it?
the
Yeah, it
NFL
just used to be a
games and
Thanksgiving
stuff like, hey,
day.
we're
Now
just-
it's
yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, Netflix started doing that last year.
it
It's
checks
just-
you out of the family.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and so-
What about
Yeah.
what about? I mean, besides the Olympics, are you guys like so busy preparing for the Olympics that you actually don't do presents?
You
Like,
only get
and don't
presents
eat-
if you
and
win
don't
the
eat
Olympics.
the Christmas
That's
food.
the brown
You
kids
don't
are
eat
like,
the Christmas food.
That's why they win every year, because their kids are like, if we don't win, we get less presents.
Less presents. No.
I'm taking that bad.
I mean,
I'm taking
it is,
back.
it is crazy, like 2 days, because, in the past we would like split with family because all of our family lives locally. But now that I work at a church, Christmas Eve's a little different. So, my in-laws live across the street, so that will be easy. We'll just
Yeah.
probably see them in the morning, and then, we will do our stuff, and then we'll go see them, and then we'll go to Niceville. So it's a very full day, but it's not like stressful in that
Yeah.
we all enjoy it, and so
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
that's kind of
That-
like the
that
purpose
helps.
too.
It's not
is
a
like
stressful thing.
recognize where your stress points are for your
Yeah.
family as a whole, and
Yeah.
just
And
be
everybody's going to
prepared.
be different,
Yeah.
depending on who's in your family.
Yeah, exactly. And
Or
just
extended family.
recognize
Right.
it first. You
And,
know?
and I think we need to say, like, our church is really kind, and I think every church should do this. Our staff is off basically from Christmas to New Year's because
Yeah.
the recognition of how busy that season is. And then, and then I would say also, like, when you hit January, it ramps up pretty
Yeah.
quick. And so, so we do we have to. I think that's something you have to build rhythms of
Yeah.
rest, and that's always been just such a good.
Yeah.
It's just such a great week for our staff.
Yeah,
you know,
it is.
like-
yeah,
yeah.
I'm
because we
very
don't have to
thankful
see
for
each
it.
other.
Yeah. That's right. I've seen a lot of you the
The
past month.
greatest gift of all.
I know.
Yeah, between Thanksgiving and Christmas, we've seen a lot of each other.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
You're like, all right, You can check out.
Yeah,
a
you
little
really
more
can.
and
You really
spend
can.
time
It's
with your
like, get what
family
you gotta
that
do for
whole
that
week,
time, but you
know,
really
and
can.
it's-
Yes.
Yeah, that's
And we'll be
important.
talking about
So-
some nuances of all this over the next few weeks. I think.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah.
For sure.
Well, a couple of Christmas-related questions that we have from people. We talked about Advent, but why don't we really, as a church, maybe do a ton of it as this huge focus here?
I mean, that's a good
Yeah,
question.
worship, Pastor.
Yeah, I mean, I would say we're doing more now than we historically maybe ever have. I can't speak to history before me, but there wasn't a big emphasis here. I mean, I think we've had different iterations over it over the past few years. I think if you look, you'll see the themes of it in worship. We have the Advent boxes. A few years ago, we did a full Advent devotion. That we were
We
just,
probably will again next year.
Yeah, sounds
Prepping
great.
y'all.
Yeah,
Prepping y'all. Prepping Kelly.
I mean, I think some of this is that we don't always have a Christmas sermon series in December, and
You're putting it back on me now.
no, yeah, it's all James's fault. But I just mean, but that's the teaching calendar and going
Yeah.
through,
Yeah.
But also, I mean, when you're teaching through Scripture and you're teaching expositorily, like everything points back
Right,
to Jesus,
exactly.
really, no matter where you are. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I love what Francis Chan says about this. I forget what he's like talking about Easter and Christmas. He's like, how do you make a bigger deal? Like, how do
Yeah,
you make a
right.
bigger deal of Christmas and Easter than
Right.
it already actually is
Yeah.
in Scripture?
Right. Resurrection every Sunday, man.
So I think, we're trying to emphasize it. We're not, I mean, we haven't gone full in and be like, this is the Sunday of hope. And so every song we sing is hope. And we're doing,
Right.
we just aren't, but we
Yeah.
have resources. I mean, some life groups are doing, we give, a lot of freedom to life group leaders in that. Like some life groups are doing kind of an Advent reading plan with,
Okay.
it's great,
Yeah.
so there's
Yeah.
not like, it's not an anti-Advent mentality at all.
No,
It's
no.
just, hey, there's helpful things about it. There you go.
Yeah, I think we're trying to steward it well because I do think that it does become about sentimentality for a lot of people and not about like it becomes about the feel and not
Yeah,
about the real like. I mean, the resurrection, which should be celebrated every Sunday, and the life, death, resurrection. So, like again, there's nothing wrong with celebrating Advent, but it is not a biblical mandate,
Right.
And
Right.
so I think we wrestle with that tension a little bit. But in 2027, we do plan to do, or 2026, sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. We do plan to do a Christmas, Advent series because of the way the preaching calendar works out. And we're going through Ruth, so we'll be pointing to that. And the Christmas, it'll be decorated. Yeah, we just not, I think maybe we're not doing the candles. That's really the only thing that most people probably feel like we're not doing that we should be doing.
Another question. There's a lot of great Christmas music out there. And sorry, I'm trying to read this question.
Yeah.
Singing songs that have been written by people that have maybe fallen away, or they've just like completely denounced the name Jesus. Like, what do? Do we still sing their songs? Do we stop?
That's a really good question, and so this is different than a question we've answered about like the sources of music.
Like
we're talking,
Bethel
we're talking about specific people, and so, I mean, if
we sing any Gungor songs these days?
we don't sing Gungor songs.
Okay.
Really, the only song that was like
he doesn't make beautiful things.
Yeah,
around here
I mean
anymore?
that was a
Sad.
great
That was
song,
very
right?
sad.
Yeah.
So I think.
There's still hope, though.
Yeah,
There is.
There is. So I'll use two examples that would be one Horatio Spafford, who wrote
Yeah.
it as well. I mean,
Can't sing that.
Yeah, we sang that a few weeks ago. I mean, he did not like
he's a
according
Unitarian.
to and
Yeah.
so
Well, he's dead.
yeah, and there's other hymns, like, and so you get into like, we can sing things if we don't agree fully theologically with them, but what about someone who's completely walked away from faith? I think, I mean, we'd have to get rid of that and other hymns too. If you think modern
Christmas songs.
yes, Christmas songs. If you think modern songs that people would be familiar with, I think one of the most, he's not a well-known name, but the songs are, like Marty Sampson was with Hillsong, and he's walked away from the faith, and he has writing credits on songs like "What a Beautiful Name," "Oh Praise the Name." These are songs that we currently sing in service, and I think, I mean, he's not the only writer on those, but so what do you do with that? And I think ultimately, like, you're looking at what you're singing. Like, this is the truth, and you can't predict the future of someone, and so I think like what we're doing when we're singing. I mean, we're exalting Jesus. I think.
Yeah,
and I think it's okay because who is it pointing us to? And like their faith journey, like there's not like a transferal of faith through like from their faith to like it's not like having some kind of mystical negative impact on which which I'm thinking,
ironically super charismatic people would be tend to believe that more, but they're more inclined to sing those songs.
yeah.
That is interesting. Sorry.
Yeah, so I just think
about that.
we have to be real about
Had a light
that,
bulb
it's kind of like, back when modern worship, I mean, not even recent, but like there's schools of thought that like there's actually satanic rhythms and beats that get put into music, and so I'm like
syncopation.
I mean, I've heard that.
Remember
like,
that? Yeah.
Yes, and you're like, like I don't. Yeah, it's this one certain beat.
That's
you can't
the
use in worship.
It's the mark of the beast right there.
mark of
See,
the
there were
beast.
6. Yeah.
I mean, I would say, and also like
I don't know. I've heard some hymns. The way they're played sound like the mark of the beast.
So,
maybe
I
the way
mean,
they're saying. I don't know.
Yeah.
How do we handle this? I mean, very carefully. I mean, I think I would say this of myself, and I would say it of PT. We both generally overthink these things, and I think that's good. We should. I mean,
not you and PT.
I mean, this is a good. Like, we should be. Like, I feel like we both feel the weight. I mean, you too, as lead pastor, like, you feel the weight.
Who
The
I
church
quote.
is.
Yeah.
The church is entrusting us with this, so we do. I mean, I know we overthink these things.
Yeah.
And so because we want to do this well, so ultimately at the end of the day, I'm like, what is the fruit? What is the fruit of singing this song? I mean, it is well. I mean, that is a helpful and healing and Christ exalting song. Does the fact that the believer or the person who wrote that walked away, does it negate the truth of that? I mean, the Holy Spirit, no. I mean,
And I would have had no idea, honestly,
Yeah,
unless
I know.
you said so. It's like,
yeah, it's kind of like with leaders or pastors on a similar principle. Like if a leader or pastor of a church like renounces their faith, and you look back, does that negate how God still worked in the lives of those people? Is it no longer genuine? Is it no longer real that God worked through that leader, that person to do great things, to save people? I mean, you think about like the ministry of Ravi Zacharias. Okay, so that God has used that as a helpful thing. I mean, you go back and all the things that have come out post-mortem from him, you're like, oh my goodness, but that doesn't negate the real fruit that's happened in and through. And I'm not saying he's not a believer. I'm just saying the fruit. So you get complicated in those. I think it's fine as long as we're thinking through it. And someone may disagree, and I'd be like, I get your principle in that. And okay,
Yeah, if you're flippant about it, I think you're definitely in the wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And I would just say if you're really stringent about it, you're going to be very limited in
Yeah.
what you can do.
That's a good
yeah,
point.
because then you constantly get it. Then you're gonna be like, well, and now I'm only gonna sing songs with.
Basically,
I
only sing an actual song.
Yeah,
if
I'm
you're
only gonna
like, really get down
Yeah,
to that.
I'm only gonna
thing.
sing
And even
songs by
David
people that I
was-
fully agree with everything on. I'm like, well, you're gonna have to write your own songs, and even then you're gonna have to stop singing them after a few weeks.
Yeah,
because
you're
you're
gonna
gonna
change,
be
yeah,
like,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
That's well
That's
said.
true. Any additional thoughts?
Nah.
Yeah.
yeah.
Nah.
All right.
I think there is this kind of time back to the Bethel thing and Ravi Zacharias. Like, there's one thing to sing a song and lead the church in that song. There's another thing if you if you're doing something that's going to lead people to be influenced by
Yeah.
that author or
That's
by that. And
right.
that's where
That's a good point.
That's the criticism of churches that do Bethel and Elevation is because like then people want to because they do ask us like what was that song we did, and then they start listening to their music, and then maybe they start listening to their preaching, and so I do think there is like a greater sense of caution when we're like, this could lead to someone being influenced by this.
Yeah.
That's just something we just have to steward well. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, I get that.
yeah.
Well, it's that time of Boggy Talk.
Game time.
Game time.
Okay, so
Yeah.
We
you
need
guys
game theme music.
are you have beautiful voices.
Aw.
So, and I don't. So, we're going to do a lyric game. So, I'm going to say
Okay.
the lyrics,
Gotta
and
be
you have to tell
warmed
me
up
what
here.
the song is for that.
The song title. Okay.
Yeah, song title.
Are these
okay?
Christmas songs?
These are Christmas songs.
Okay.
Of course. It's
Just
that
making
time
sure.
of year.
Just making sure.
Okay, I have 15 questions, so
Oh,
we'll see
goodness.
how
Okay.
quick we can.
Is this just
All right.
whoever
quick
says
we
it
can
first,
go.
or we have
Yeah,
to buzz
it's
in?
whoever says it.
Whoever
first.
says
Yeah,
it
let's do
first.
it.
Okay.
Okay, I'm ready.
Through the years, we will all be together.
If the fates allow.
Have yourself a very merry little Christmas.
I'll give
I
that.
was
There's
gonna
no
say-
very.
Did
There's
that.
no very.
Very
But I'll
little.
Have
give it to
yourself.
you.
Good. I was
Have
like,
yourself a very merry.
I was
little
trying to. I
Christmas.
have to like sing the rest of the song to get to the title. I was like, oh no.
Merry
yourself.
little Christmas.
That was
Merry
good.
little
No, listen to you sing.
Okay.
Join the worship team. James.
Yeah, I could just sing.
He
like
does that
some of
involuntary
those songs.
sometimes when his mic doesn't get unmuted.
That's why I mostly mute it.
We are coming up onto the 1 year anniversary of that.
That's
right. Keep going.
It no longer exists on YouTube. It's fine.
Oh Lord. There's a star upon the highest bow. Bow, bow, bow. Right? There's a star
Have yourself a
upon-
merry little Christmas.
No.
Hang yourself on high and
That's
have
it.
yourself a very merry Christmas now. Yeah.
What?
Sing the
Say
line
it again.
There's a
Line.
star upon the highest bow.
And have yourself a very little,
I don't think
very
that's that
little
song.
Christmas.
I don't
now.
think so.
Do you know the answer?
Well, ChatGPT says it's the Christmas song, the chestnuts roasting.
Chestnuts.
Oh
roasting.
yeah.
Oh, it is.
yeah, Uh-huh.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Okay, I'm just gonna. That's my mashup
We're
remix
gonna have
version.
to check that out. Yeah, you guys.
No,
are
I'm
You
with
guys
you.
mash up
I
so
do,
many
I do mash
songs
up
now,
so many
you're
songs.
Okay,
so-
this one's easy.
Okay.
You ready? Our finest gifts we bring.
Little Drummer Boy.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Rum
All
pum
right.
pum
Good
pum.
job.
Rum-pum-pum-pum.
Bringing
Are we
that
doing
one
that
back?
this year?
Ooh, that's a good question. Right now, I don't want to. People are gonna. I'm gonna
Okay,
get
all
right,
messages. Right now, it's not on the plan.
Okay.
So-
Womp womp.
Yeah.
1-1.
I'm not coming now. So.
Yeah, I know. No drummer boy.
Okay, well,
No fire.
We'll take this into consideration.
Okay,
No
okay,
communion on Christmas Eve with a bunch of people that
Wow.
shouldn't be taking communion.
We're just forget Christmas is canceled.
Goodness gracious.
Oh,
No parades probably either.
Please no.
Where the treetops glisten and children listen.
where the tree. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas.
good
White
job,
Christmas
yeah.
is
Yeah,
right.
I have literally had
I
to
know
sing
you
the
have to
whole.
sing the whole thing.
I had to sing the whole thing.
2-1. Also, things we just described about our Christmas Eve services in the past.
Yeah.
White
that- I also don't want to sing them out loud because then Kelly's going to jump in and steal it. So I'm
I
like,
know, yeah.
That's why you're hitting me like,
Thief.
doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. I'm scatting over here.
Okay, so hurry down the chimney tonight.
Santa Baby.
Man,
Gosh.
yes. 3, 2,
Yeah.
1.
I know he's gonna be in this.
Okay.
Okay, I'm ready.
What a bright time.
Rocking around the Christmas tree. What a bright time.
Jingle bells.
Jingle Bell Rock.
Jingle bell.
Jingle Bell Rock.
Yes, thank you for that hint.
Yes, 4-1.
I was
right?
picturing Home Alone,
I know.
and that's
Okay. The world in solemn stillness lay to hear the angels sing.
It came upon a midnight clear.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. 5
Good
to
job.
I don't. That's like the line I know.
He
That
should
first-
win.
I
Yeah,
should.
you should.
This is
He
true.
has
I'm pretty sure he's
many
going to.
years of choosing Christmas
This is
songs.
true.
All right.
But I don't care about the lyrics we sing. I only care about the feels. So I'm just kidding.
Faithful friends who are dear to us.
Gather near to us.
I can
once
sing this
more.
song. Isn't that
Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Yes.
He said the title
Okay.
first.
Okay.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
6-1.
I was confused. I was like, wait, this has
We
been the
already
answer
did this
before.
one,
Yeah.
And heaven and nature sing.
Joy to the world.
7-1.
Wow.
Ha. I'm warmed up now. I'm
Embarrassing.
into the Christmas
All right,
spirit.
Okay, this
he's
one's
in
tough.
the zone.
So this is Christmas, and what have you done?
This
Oh,
is
I don't
a
know
pop
the time.
song.
It's the Whams. So this is Christmas. What have you? Another year on the-
not
I
by
do
Wham.
not know that
Not
at
by
all.
Wham.
Have a very merry Christmas. That's the chorus. I don't know the title though. Have a very merry
Yeah,
Merry
sorry.
Christmas.
got
Happy
nothing.
Xmas, War is Over by John Lennon.
John Lennon. I thought it was
Oh.
Wham's the other one. The wah, 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 wah.
This-
Yeah, simply having a Christmas time is what I'm thinking of.
Simply
Okay.
have- No, that's Paul McCartney.
Okay, so I don't know
You're
people who
thinking
wrote
of
songs.
Last Christmas.
There you go.
Last
There you
Christmas, I
go.
gave
The other
you
one
my
that's an
heart.
earworm, man.
Okay. He sees you.
When you're sleeping, Santa Claus is coming to town.
Oh my
Yes.
gosh.
Because that's the creepy song. He sees you.
Also,
and
Yes.
also the main point of every women's conference sermon.
What?
Given. He sees you.
when you're sleeping, he
is
knows
true,
when
though.
you're. Yeah, this is true.
He sees you.
It needs to have like a flower theme with it.
Yeah.
With it.
Hey, oh, Christy's gonna not hear this because she doesn't listen to Boggy Talk.
Oh, I'm part of it, so don't worry.
She'll
Okay. I'm gonna go one word at a time. I
Saw mommy kissing Santa Claus.
don't.
All I want for Christmas is you.
Yes, want a lot for Christmas.
I
Oh,
don't
wow,
want a lot
okay.
for Christmas.
Yes.
Mariah's on.
Now let's just see how fast Justin can get these guys.
There's a timer
Don't
on.
worry.
Strike the harp.
The harp?
That's
Ooh.
Oh, fa la 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 la.
Okay. Now ChatGPT is doing impossible mode. Here
Oh,
we go.
gosh.
Oh,
We're just
man.
people
All
can tune
right.
out if they want.
Okay.
Okay. This is not impossible. You're gonna know this. Okay.
You think?
And there won't be snow.
Snow. I don't know.
The full lyric is, and there won't be snow in Africa this Christmas
Oh.
time.
Oh.
Do they know it's Christmas
Yes.
time at all? Yeah.
Let's see how you do it. You can do it
Okay.
too, but add the
All right.
impossible.
Okay.
When you're weary, feeling small, when tears are in your eyes. Wow, this one is hard.
Oh, I know this. When you're weary, feeling small.
I would not know this one. This is the first one I would not know.
I don't think I've ever heard this one.
I mean, when you. I'm going to Bridge Over Troubled Water, but that's not
But
a
it
Christmas
is
song.
by them.
Wow.
Okay. I mean, that's like when you're weary.
A Christmas to Remember by Dolly Parton and Kenny Rogers.
Really?
Yes.
Oh,
Isn't that who sang
live-
A Bridge Over Troubled Water?
No, they did a version of it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Um,
On a
I
cold winter's
wouldn't-
night that was so deep.
the first Noel.
Yep. Outside the snow is falling and friends are calling.
You who saw the snow. that's the next line. Outside the snow is falling and friends are calling.
Come
Sleigh
on,
ride.
Kelly.
Sleigh
Come
ride.
on, it's
Sleigh ride.
lovely weather. I can
This
sing the
is-
rest of the
this is-
song,
Yes.
not the titles.
Wow, this is like any team that plays Florida or Florida State this year. It's just slaughter.
Oh my goodness.
And the
yeah.
bells were ringing out for Christmas Day. I've never heard of this song. And the bells were ringing out for Christmas Day.
And the bells are ringing out. Oh, as soon as you say it, I'm going to be like, yeah.
Never heard of it. The Fairy Tale of New York.
Oh, no, that's not what I was thinking.
For Christ
Not
is
a bit.
born of Mary and gathered all above. That's in verse 2 of that.
Okay.
It's a little town of
Yeah,
Bethlehem.
I know. But nobody sings that
Yeah.
part.
Really?
Okay,
Yeah.
this
Well,
one's
Town of
easy.
Bethlehem?
I can't believe this is impossible mode. So bring us some figgy pudding.
That's the New Year's song. Bring us some figgy pudding. We wish you a Merry
Yes.
Christmas.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or a very Merry Christmas.
Very merry.
Yeah, that's right.
My world is filled with cheer and you. I also don't know this one.
That sounds like a Taylor Swift Christmas song.
That's true.
Mariah Carey.
Yeah. We're just filled with cheer and you. I have no clue.
Merry Christmas, Darling by the Carpenters.
Oh.
Oh.
Merry Christmas. Oh,
This is
yeah.
easy.
I do know that one.
In the meadow, we can build a snowman.
In the meadow, we can build a snowman. It's, the titles are escaping.
I know.
Sleigh bells ring. Are you
Sleigh,
listening?
yeah. Something about sleigh.
Winter Wonderland.
Walking in a winter.
Got it.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
you have to get to the end of the
You do
line
have to sing
there.
the whole
Oh,
song.
I won't
sorry.
even stay awake to hear those magic reindeer click.
No idea.
I saw Mommy kissing Santa Claus.
No. I know Christy Ross would know this one. All I want for Christmas is you.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there you
Come
go.
and
I hear
behold
it now.
him, born the King of Angels.
That's "Oh
Isn't
Come
that
Let Us
the
Adore Him."
ti-
Yeah.
That's not- oh.
Noel.
Or
Oh, the first Noel.
no.
Oh.
Oh, Come All You Faithful. There you
yes.
go. Oh, Come All You Faithful. Yes, the official
City
title.
sidewalks, busy sidewalks.
Silver
dressed
bells.
in- yep.
Wow.
Where meek souls will receive him, the dear Christ enters in. We've already
That's
said
a little town of
that.
Bethlehem.
Yep. Children laughing, people passing, meeting smile after smile. We just-
There's a feeling of Christmas, silver bells, silver bells.
And then there'll be scary ghost stories and tales of the glories. Because remember, you
Christmas.
introduced us
Christmas
to
is-
this.
Yes,
Long,
a Christmas
long
is long, long
ago.
ago. It's the most wonderful
Yes.
time of the year.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
there we
Justin,
go.
good
He
job.
did
Well,
impossible mode.
You
man,
are
that was hard.
impossible
There-
mode.
that
Yeah,
was
the next one is extreme mode. We'll do off the line. That'll be in the secret content.
That's right.
It's indie Christmas music. So,
Oh, wow.
yeah.
Oh boy, yeah.
I'll be stuck.
We'll do well. with it.
Actually, we know most of these. So
Well, a
Oh,
lot
great.
of good things that are coming up, and it's an exciting time of year. We hope that you'll
the most
continue.
wonderful
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
The
That's
very
right.
most wonderful time
Yes,
of the year.
it is. The very most awesome, wonderful time.
of the year.
Yes.
To all our listeners, thanks for joining.
All we want for
tuning
Christmas
in.
is you.
We'll see you guys next time.
Thanks for listening to Boggy Talk. We are so glad you joined in the conversation. Go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss a beat.